It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see Christian Kirk, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have... And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray. And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. On 2nd down, they go back to White again. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Bridgewater. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 3 catches, 97 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. To throw is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Murray going to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this 1st half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On second down and 4. Murray's got Hooper on the short connection. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Throwing again, Murray. And this one's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Chang gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They hand this off to Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, this is Harris.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. This one is Slayton over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a third down and 3. Here's Bridgewater. And able to find Kirk complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. On the draw, it's White. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. Up there on 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They run forward with Harris. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense set to go again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Agnew now to return.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
So now the Texans trailing 17-10, under a minute 20 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Bridgewater to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Titans,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.